welcome to Squadron. I'm going to be flying today in 2D just to make the graphics a little bit more beautiful. Because in VR it is cooler for me, but I don't think it's as cool for you guys. So I'm doing everything today in 2D, which once you move to VR, it is really complicated. To go back to 2D. Especially with dogfighting and all that stuff. Simple things, ground attack today. Dogfighting. So anyway, I'm just gonna position and show you. Second. The amazing thing is how fast it is. My computer. Quite a beast. They actually created very, very high. The guy that runs it the guy and Prime basically training is Bremer, guy, still kicks my ass, dogfighting. Transition to, so you know you can see me. Hey everybody. It's just I have my camera is in front, but I have my second screen just on top of my side, on my right side. So we're gonna see what we can do today. I am going to join it by library, which is sitting in Orote. Toro. Here we go. Let me just set my panel as it should be. There we go. Flying. So it's loading up. I'm just gonna see if somebody's contacting me through Discord. Let me just show things here a bit. There you go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it shows that I'm looking that way because I'm looking at the track IR to my other screen. Alrighty, so this is where we are. We are on Roti Airfield. Beautiful base. We have a lot of movement there. Some soldiers moving around. Yeah, lately we have moved a lot of aircraft that they were parked there. We only keep, I think, the management ones, the one that have the special library like mine, as you can see. He has a Toro with a Spanish flag and my name on the side, which looks really cool. Yeah. To be able to reduce the latency and to make the mission go much better. So I'm going to do the startup. And actually, we can describe how to do it. First of all, I'm going to ask to rearmament refuel because this takes some time, and I don't want to start the engine and the battery because it warms up too fast. So here we go. I'm going to go with a combat mix late. So guys, if you want to have more precision and more damage, you should choose either ground attack or combat mix late. All right, combat mix late is a mix, but it's fully loaded with armor piercing rounds. If you want, you can see my video where I describe gunnery on this, which is really cool. I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, he asks us to, because they changed some things today. So I'm going to choose a bad bomb and 6 HVARs. The weight's still manageable. I think I can add another 2. We're still below the max takeoff weight, which should be fine. So
request rearming.
At the same time.
Copy.
I think I've recorded. Yeah. So F4. F4. F1.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
I have these. That's called the
copy.
Voice attack. Really helpful for these many things, especially when you are on the jets and you are refueling. You know, these ready pre-contact, return pre-contact, that kind of stuff. I made a short video as well about that. It's a pain in the ass to have to look somewhere else to press F2. Suddenly the aircraft starts moving around. You are inducing
rearming complete
to the left or right, and it's not cool.
Wheel chocks are now in place.
So I have the HVARs and the bad bomb set there. I'm pretty sure the aircraft, the cockpit has changed to exactly this one. and I have some settings in my F18 panel that I can just select some things in the same way I would in real life. So let me start by spreading the wings a little bit. I'll put the parking brake. So for this, I have some selectors here. Is it not working? Why it's not working? Maybe because of the different. This is a different type. Because of the bat bomb, it's a different type of aircraft, I believe. Let me just check this. No. Gyro, left, right. Yeah, it's okay. So why is not working? Ah, okay, maybe the battery or something. All right. Can you see? This works, but this doesn't work. All right, let's wait until we start the aircraft. Okay, let's start over. So first thing, all right, we're going to need to taxi, so we're going to start left to right. So we have our tail wheel there. Okay, we're going to set up our trim to around +6, the elevator +1, +2, and the, as you can see there, your aileron trim to the right. Okay, we move a little bit forward. We have our RPMs fully forward. You know, we just need the mixture to be what it is right now. Okay, mixture in basically idle cutoff, and just pump it up one time. That's enough. And the blower, we need to have it at neutral. Okay, I have little setups here in my wing throttle panel to control all that. All right. So on the right side we have the magnetos. Let's not forget about them, and the flaps that we can just. Sure, they don't work. They're hydraulically activated, so they're going to be working once we have aircraft running, or at least the battery running. So on the right side we have here the. Let me go through it. Here the battery, which is here, fuel pump, primer, and starter. Those also I have them key binded. And here, very important, we have the oil cooler, intercooler, and engine cool. So the engine cool, there's no indication. We only have the visual indications of the cold flaps here. As you can see, if I open them, now they are also activated hydraulically, so they are not working because there's no hydraulic or electrical activation right now. The battery is off. And the oil cooler as well, it doesn't move. Okay, I have all this key binded, so I will need to adjust this once we start the engine or we start the battery. One thing I want to do is change the convergency of the guns. Okay, and that I need the chocks to be set, which I believe they are because I ordered it just a second ago. You see the chocks are in place, so I can change my convergence. And to change the convergence, you just need to key bind it. If you go to adjust controls, and here you go to weapons. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing. Weapons, and you see, you select here guns, outboard convergence, plus or minus, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we have inboard, outboard, and center guns. So what I'm going to do is you'll receive a message when you convergence. So what I do select, I found that it works really nice, is to have on the outboard 800, on the center 600, and on the inboard 400. That is a perfect setting. So now I'm going to tell him to F8, F4, goes for wheel chocks, F2.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
There we go. So I use the menu like that. So it's
Copy.
it's a bit
Wheel chocks are now removed.
stuttery, yeah? Even with my, well, I have a maximum settings with a very big 49-inch screen. So let's see. All right, so let's start the engines. So we're going to put the fuel valve into, sorry, truck IR, just so, into reserve. Okay, the reserve tank is a tank that is within the main tank. So we start with the reserve, we take over the reserve, and then once we're in flight, we put it to the main tank. So now we're going to put the battery on. We're going to put the fuel pump on. We're going to prime for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you can see, there's a special sound for that primer. Okay, we're going to put the magnetos on all the way to the left, and we can now start the engine. So we open up that little, and we start the engine. And as soon as the engine changes So burns that fuel that is inside. What I always like to do is just to add a little bit of throttle, something around 1000 RPM, and then put the mixture there, and now we can kill. You see, sometimes you just remove the mixture. If that happens, it's just because it was a bit floated from the beginning. So you need to add a little bit of RPMs to burn that remaining fuel. Then you put it to low, and you kill the starter. And that's it. Engine is running. So now be very careful because the oil, there's a little indication there, it's difficult to see. It is just there, okay? If you stayed here too long, it will rise the red line and we're doomed. Okay, so now the engines are running, the aircraft is fully loaded, we just pull our flaps. You can do this on the way, but I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna put a good 30 degrees and let's go, okay? Brakes. Parking brake is released. Alright, let's go. Of course, the cold flaps are closed, so we need to open them up fully. As we mentioned before, so there's no indication in the cockpit for the cold flaps, but there is indication for the oil. You see, put it around out. Here I like to put it fully open, and I even do for this takeoff. I even open a bit the intercooler flaps. I'm gonna put the taxi I can at the same time I'm talking. So if we look outside, the intercooler flaps, it's just, you see, on top of the platform, there's a compartment there. You see that it's opening right now. Let me open it. Let me put the. I can do it. That compartment there. Now I'm closing it a little bit. That generates drag, but it's important to cool the engine. Okay. So you see the temperature. Let me just flip open this HVAR thingy. You see, it's gone quite high. I hope you see. Sorry, yeah. All right. So let's not focus on that too much, and let's focus on taking off. So, now it's working, as you can see. The gyro is working. Set it up. Nice one. Let's just the other way around. You can do this in flight, it's simpler, but I always like to do things, to clear things up before I go. It takes a long time for that thing to move. Bit of a pain in the ass. And I don't want to wait for the oil to pick up too much. There. Alright, 130. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Oh, come on, don't go the other way. I'm just turning it the other way, eh? It just has some sort of an inertia. Alright, more or less, yeah? 130. Alright, let's go. Alright, I'll rotate fuel, total 111, taxing, or take off, runway, liner. Once we get airborne, we'll see how many FPS we can get. And this is my VR is a bit more static. Alright, let's go. Water injection. It's very heavy. It will eventually take off. It's quite a bit of a long flight. Well, once you fly already. Come on, baby. Alright, we're airborne now. Fuel's coming up. We've got all the temperature folded. Nice. Okay. Closing the cockpit. Oh. much better with the noise. And we can reduce the power now. Speed is still 90, no, let's accelerate and clean up. So heavy. Let the flaps out. Okay, 1 point is coming up. Alright, over 100 knots we can go clean up all the way. Alright, and now we can climb nicely. And reduce the power to 2550, something around 40. Should be enough. Alright, the cold cylinder head temperature, which is that little indication there that says 0, 1, 2, 3. It's quite cold, so we can close the cold flaps. Here we go. Now the aircraft will fly much smoother and a bit faster. And of course the intercooler that we talked about, I can close it up, no problem. Oil cooler doesn't have to be so much. So oil cooler doesn't affect reactor much. It's that opening that you see in the front of the aircraft. Those two openings, these are the sides of the end, those are the oil coolers. Alright. Let's see how we look. Nice and pretty. Alright, let's gain some altitude and we're going to be calling the range to be able to start shooting stuff. There's a submarine down the range. I believe you can sort of do that. What I like to do is not specifically fencing, but I like to have everything ready. So what I do is you see the guns there, the left guns, charged, so I like to charge them. So I charge them, you move those little levers and they're already charged. And now you have to select the guns. So I have my joystick selected, you see. I can quickly move them. I can connect my gun sight so we can see nicely through it. Alright, if you want to see how to use the gun sight, you can see my video related to the gun sight. I'm streaming live now, so I cannot put a video like saying over here, but you definitely look at my channel, take a look. I have really nice videos, and I'm going to be doing more videos this year, much videos and much better quality. Anyway, so what I like to do as well, the aircraft is trimmed for takeoff, so what I like to do is reset the trims and then retrim for flight. So what I do is I have a button here in my joystick. What I do is I press it, boom, and it completely resets everything. You see, it doesn't change the pitch and attitude. So now I just retrim. So what I'm doing now, a little bit of pitch up, just a little bit, because the aircraft especially now is super heavy. And what I do is I trim according to what is necessary with the rudder. So now it's good for rudder, and you can see that it's requiring the ball, not my balls. A little bit. It's a little bit to the side, on the right side, so I need to trim to the right side to center. Okay? That's it. So I have a very slight trimming. It's a little bit more than 0 for this speed and for this power setting. Of course, that changes constantly, so you need to trim the aircraft properly. And you see that the aircraft has a little indication that is turning to the left. That is not necessary as long as the horizontal side or the loadout side that we have, it's sort of symmetric. The aircraft should be, unless we have a disparity in the fuel, but in this case the fuel, we're not carrying fuel, the wings are carrying fuel on the center tank. So might need a little bit, if you're accelerating, or decelerating, you might need to trim a little bit more. That's a matter of just taking time and do small settings, small setups. Alright, so that's Hornet, that's one. So the range is just in front of one. I think it's over there. Somewhere there, that little, that whole runway, that's the range that they have here in the VCTF-58. So what I'm going to do now is call menu. I think I have it as Tomcat menu. Yeah. Because also it's the same selection as the. This one has only one radio, so you can just select that. You select com menu 1. So exit, com menu 1. Yeah, it doesn't work on this one. So Tomcat menu. Tomcat menu. Come on, there you go. F10. F6. F1. Alright, F11. F11. It's supposed to be a submarine. Okay, let's see. F1. 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 Yeah, so now we should be able to see the ship. It might be a submarine as well. Check. We selected the wrong range. Ah, there it is, there it is. There's the submarine. You see that little hole? There's a submarine there. So they changed from a boat to a submarine. So I wanted to make sure that the bat bomb, detects the submarine. You guys see it over there? Let's go over to the pilot and see down. You see the submarine there? Set periscope altitude or depth, sorry. There it is hiding. Alright, so let's gain some altitude and let's activate the bat bomb. So for that, I need to press a few buttons down there. Alright, I have them key-binded. Sorry, I must look super ridiculous moving my head all around. But they are there, those are the controls. Alright, so I have selected this one here to activate the radar, I think. May have changed it. Alright. I'm going to do one thing. I'm just going to level off. I'm going to adjust the controls because I recently have moved one of my the ICT panel. I just removed it from here because I'm flying F-16 lately much. And I'm waiting for DRK to send me DRK developments. I have a collaboration with send me oh, by the way, I forgot to put the fuel to main tank. So we have the range there just behind us. I'm going to turn around, gain some altitude. For the battle, we need a little bit of altitude. And I'm going to also, now that we are here, activate the rockets and open up the release on both sides. I'll have key-bind it here, my PDCP from the top head. Let's put nose arming and pilot release as well. We need to release the pilot, of course, from the platform. There's a few switches that you need to understand how to use. And of course, down there, the one on the, not the further to the left, the second one is the master arm on. They're going to be switching it on right now. So, of course, for this, if you guys have any questions, just write them in the comments. I'll try to answer them and give you some answers on how to do the setup of the F4U Corsair with the moving panel. Okay, the way I do it. All right. So we're parallel to that range. We are climbing, and I'm trying to trim it so it doesn't fall out of the sky. Come on. I want it to stay there. Stay there. But that is so difficult to trim it exactly and perfectly. Alright. Of course, there's other little buttons that you can activate, and there's other systems that you will need to activate. So for example, here you have the water on injection, but that only activates when you put full thrust. I'll show you how it's doing. So you put full thrust, full throttle, sorry, and down on the right side, down here, you see that it says water pressure. You see that it says fuel pressure, but in reality it's water pressure, and it's connected. It's indicating something like 10 or 15. Where am I going? When I lose track of the zoom in this thingy, it goes away. So what you need to do is I've key-bind it to one of the buttons on my throttle, so it goes on and off. So if I put it on, you see the water pressure kicks in. If I put it off, the water pressure kicks out. And so what I do is I keep it on and I just manage my throttle. You see the throttle is out of the max. If I put max, it activates. If I release, it deactivates. So that I have it always readily available in case I need it. Okay. So the 4,000 feet is good altitude. We are a bit further to the north, and maybe just the control because I'm going to need those for the platform. Right, let's leave it there. Let's give the auto level on. There you go. So now the aircraft is not going to crash or anything like that. I can just open the adjust controls. The problem with multi prayer service is that you really don't have access. So platform scope on. I have it here for the search mode, and then I have the lock, and I believe this one is the gain increase, brightness increase, and then it's scope on. Okay. So scope is on. I should be able to see. Oh, of course, master option. Alright, press the search. Why is so not right? Brightness, maybe. Is the maximum? The button. What is the use? Scope on. Okay. On. There you go. Finally. Okay, let's go. Turn around. Autopilot off. I have the autopilot off selection on the paddle switch, the one that Tom Cruise and Maverick uses to stop in mid-air. Basically. So here in the stick, there's a little paddle on my joystick. So I use that for autopilot. It's actually what it does in real life. The F-18 and on the F-14, you activate the autopilot, or in the case of the F-18, you also disconnect the flight control system. Many things. Alright, so now the platform is sort of searching. I'm going to get closer to that range and see if the platform detects the submarine. So for that case, I need to be tail arming. Yeah, I know some tail should be fine. I mean, you can put a tail. Be a bit more, get more penetration. Alright, so the range is there. Wait a little bit over the sea. It's fine because we can get some altitude. Speed is good, 100 knots. Get some altitude, say something like 5,000. Should be enough for platform to be able to have enough kinetic energy to blow out that submarine if it detects it. You know, I'll use the machine guns and the rockets. So there's a little dot in the distance to be able to find the submarine. But it's falling. Sorry, not the right time to look. Alright, so you see that little dot there? The more because it's 1 pixel from the distance, you see 1 pixel, but when you get closer, you almost don't see anything because it's more pixels. There you go. So moving there, I'm going to ask the platform to start searching. Okay. So it's searching. Cool, I have detected it. So I'm a bit far away, so I'm just going to wait. I have a nice selection there, so it's detecting the submarine, which is a great thing. Alright. I'm going to get closer, because it has to glide, okay? So it can modulate as long as you have enough distance. It modulates that glide. If you're too far, it won't reach. So you have to be also mindful of that. Alright, how to assess the distance? That's a good question. I think here we're good. So now you see that it's not detecting it anymore. So it's searching it. I'm going to lock it. Let's see if it locks. It's locked, and I'm going to release. Boom. All right, so it's released. Move away. I'm gonna hold the altitude here. Alright. Now we're gonna move to... Oh, I cannot see the backbone from here. I'm sorry guys. We can only check the backbone. I don't have the F6 button here to see the backbone falling. You should be able to see it. Come on. There it is, there it is. Well, it definitely went into the water. I don't think it had any damage to the submarine, even though I selected the tail, but it did track correctly. So I'm going to do an attack with the rockets now and see how it goes, and then with the machine guns. Alright, let's see from there. At periscope altitude there is no threat because they cannot shoot their anti-air guns. They have to come out to the surface. And yeah. So let's go. Alright, cold flaps are closed, the temperature is good, oil temperature is good. Let's dive, and let's try to shoot this guy out of the sea, sink it. First part I'm going to do some machine guns because on this I need to be very tight on the selection. I hate it, you know, when you lose the capability of flying with when you fly VR, man, you lose the capability of let's switch off the platform radar. Yeah, no, what it's doing. Supposed to be off. There you go. Off. So let's gain some altitude and let's attack from the west into the east. So we'll have a bit more surface of submarine, not such a thin line. Boat is a bit easier. And I'm just going to keep my view fixed because I need the peripheral sight to be able to know. Attacking on the sea is sometimes misleading. Alright. I definitely damaged the submarine a little bit, but of course it has a very big shield which is the water, so I think to hit it in the periscope, I guess. Very little damage. Let's get another round with the guns and see if we can aim a little better. I don't know if you guys tried DCS with VR, but it's just it's a totally different experience. You're immersed in the cockpit, and there's no. You have only two zooms basically to sort of get zoomed in. But I only use it. I have it actually selected here in the front panel, the zoom key, because I want to be changing constantly. So I only use it when I need to devise some enemy from far away or something. Need to know or get to, and it's not a very powerful zoom actually. The rest, the good thing is that you maintain your zoom, so there's no change in your situation. Where for me, sometimes it's disturbing. See, there it is. Okay, so let's keep it here. to damage it too much. Maybe, I mean, with a little bit of damage, I mean, at the end it's a submarine, it's underwater, so if you puncture the structure, it might sink. I don't know how DCS is going to simulate that. Let's take a look. Pretty sure I shot all my rockets. Try some bombs. So what I'm gonna do, even late, you know, I'm gonna do another pass and then I'm gonna go get some bombs and target it more vertically. 11%. Slowly. Starting to make some damage there. Ooh, it seems to be coming out from the water. Yeah, it's coming out of the water. Cool. Let's go. Sink it. I should have a few more rounds. Yeah, no more rounds. With this machine gun and fully loaded, you have approximately 30 shots of 1 second. So 30 rounds, 30 times 1 second. That is almost 1,950 bullets that you're carrying. So with the 6 guns working, that's what you get. Okay, I'm going to land on that airport there, airfield, so we can rearm and go back, depending on the time. This time, dinner time here. Early. See how beautiful it looks from the outside. It's such a beautiful aircraft. My photo. Alrighty. The runway, alright, so throttle is cut off. I'm gonna open the cowl flaps. Wasn't looking too much, but partially open. My oil cooler is good. The speed is perfect. Alright, so just glide down. I love this aircraft. You can do side slips. So now that my right wing, what I need to do is if I want to lose altitude quickly, is just put full left rudder pedal, keep my bank, and the aircraft doesn't accelerate when it loses. Look at the vertical speed indicator, it's like 5,000 feet a minute. We don't want that. Look at now the vertical speed indicator. Just want to be there. We've accelerated, so I'm going to put the gear down so we brake properly. I'm going to open up a bit to the right. We're getting that alignment. Open up. Alright, put some flaps, 3 points, and I'm going to start trimming. So you need to trim in for landing. 10 units, around 10 units up, basically, where it is right now. Now that the tail is back, you can just pull the stick back so the aircraft doesn't lift the tail, basically. Right? Now you can start braking a little bit harder. There we go. And here we are again. Exit. Here we are. Alrighty. Let's get some. Now that we're here, I think we have. Anyway, we can take a bit of tailwind, like guessing just by the alignment of the Hornet. Hey guys. Yeah, end of the runway. Turn around. Alright, and let's see if I can rearm. Ground crew, rearm. Let's get a bomb. Wait. What is going on with this bomb? 2,000-pound bombs. And HVARs, and we can still carry more rockets. Maybe we can set that one bomb here and put a little smaller bombs on the sides. That should be good for takeoff. And let's use the armor piercing ground attack. Got ammo full. Fuel is good. Let's go.
Request rearming.
Ooh, I saw.
Copy.
I saw the. Soon. So that the weight was a little bit. No, weight is good. Just below the max take weight.
Request rearming. Copy.
Let's hope our. Increase a bit the RPMs on the oil. Oil is good. Oil is good. Parking brake because they don't like these guys for us to move when they're rearming the aircraft. There they are. Still the bat bomb again. I don't want the bat bomb.
Rearming complete.
I want the other bombs. Okay. See? Rearming. Move payload. And let's get a big bomb here. Let's put 500 pounders on the side. And now we're going to choose to have 4 seconds delay, and this we're going to have it flag for the settings. This is the one we can change, it's a different bomb. Ooh, you see we're a little bit above the max takeaway. We're going to reduce. I want to have all the munitions. So reduce, and let's see
Request refueling.
if I manage to take off.
Request
That's also a
rearming.
good thing. The aircraft is super heavy.
Copy.
Take skills. Let's hope I have them. I've done this many times, but sometimes it doesn't go as you plan, especially when the engine seizes.
Refueling complete.
All right, first refueling and then rearming. Let's go. Remove the bat bomb. Come on, baby. Oil temperature's holding. Ah, there you go. Beautiful bombs. Come on. Tell me.
Rearming complete.
Rearming is complete. Let's take a look around us. Let's take a good look around us. Runway is for us. Let's go. Ready, guys? Alright, we're good. staying off. So you hear that clack, clack, clack before the water injection starts. Flying already, flying, you're up. So now one thing I forgot to do is to reset the pitch trim down. It was quite high, so I'm holding the stick because I need to still develop in time. Laps are coming up. Right. Alrighty, we are harming. Temperatures are good. Let's close down the canopy. So the aircraft is clean, can reduce the power now, speed is good, 550 and 50 for the climb and then do 40 later on. So the good thing now for this airport is that we're very close to our range. You'll be able to see the submarine from here. I'm going to have to climb up a bit. So the bombs are going to get some altitude. Alright, everything is armed. I'm going to reset everything again, just in case. Left and right release. I'm going to do the pilot release first, which is the heaviest bomb. Okay. I'm going to leave it to no still armed this time, but the tail uses black, so doesn't change much. That's my trimming. The trimming is not so good. So I release the trim and reset it, and now as I said before, I trim it again. That's our range, and the submarine should be alive with it. If I didn't think, yeah, there it is. Still there. That's black. The aircraft is selected back to right with this amount of weight. Pretty sure that we took off just below the max takeaway. Excuse for that, because as soon as you are on the takeoff line, you burn so much fuel that you automatically, before you get airborne, you are below your max. Let's try to keep a healthy 120, 130 knots climbing. That vibrates quite a lot. Oh, you see that they change the aircraft depending on the bomb they carry. So now we don't carry the back on, so there's no need to periscope, so it changes to the basic aircraft. Still my library, I love it. Climb back. See what the submarine is. There it is. Other altitude, 1000 feet up in one. Yeah, leave anything in the comments, guys. Any doubts that you have, specifically about the Corsair, and let's solve the doubts. The Corsair, the F-18, F4U, anything you want to know, anything you want to see, keep posting videos we can try to. Sense without the VR, the main report. It's difficult to sense the aircraft, what it's doing, because you're not there, you're sort of overwatching. There it is. 5,000, so we're going to start losing altitude quite fast. I'm going to put the air brakes, which in this, I don't know if you know, but in this aircraft is the two main landing gears. They go down and they serve as air brakes. Quick, there it is. Okay, getting there. So altitude is good. Roughly there. We're in that few knots that we have here to reach around 5,000 feet. I'm going to put down my air brakes right now. Air brakes down, cutting the power and pitching down. Let's see if I'm not ready to fly it. What is it? That's the problem. Yeah, I flew over it. You see, that's a big issue. What a dummy. Alright. Here coming up. We'll change the plan. Because we need to gain some altitude, and we need to, it's going to take some time to shoot the rockets first, and then I'll shoot the bombs. So, let's change this left and right release, pilot release off. My guns are working. Then you have to change the machine. I did hit him. A little bit. My speed is good. We're getting that altitude. 11%. Alright. This is something. Keep pounding on it. Eventually until alright, let's use the water injection. Get those 2,000 horsepower in the aircraft. Temperature is good. 2 RPMs. You see the temperature coming up quite fast. You don't want to maintain it for too long, but it definitely works. Alright, so let's release one at a time. First the pilot one. Big bomb. 80 knots. Not good enough. Really slow. Alright, this is a little bit back to 5 feet. power down. One away. Really? I didn't drop any bombs? What happened? Oh yeah, boom. The U-boat damaged, but it also damaged me because I think I pulled up too. I was focusing on, because I didn't feel the clunk. Normally I feel the clunk on my track meter. Let's take a look at my aircraft. It's okay. Let's put the air brakes in. Sometimes it's the bomb explosion, I don't know what it's called. The waves that creates the bomb, like a sonic wave. That deflagration, I think it's called. Deflagration. That is, I don't know what the word is. Deflagración in Spanish. What the word is. That is what sort of damages. So it pushes you. You know, it simulates as something. I don't see any. How's it feel? Oh my god, feel is good. Sometimes it could puncture some of the tanks or something, but it simulates that you have some damage. Nothing too substantial. All right, so let's focus on doing the other 2 bombs. Let's go one more time, so they have an extra couple of passes before we go down. I go to dinner. Where are we going? It's pretty cool. This VR rarely happens when you are there. Here you just move ahead too fast. So VR is a great thing when you don't have VR, but when you have VR, I think the first time. Done. More power. On the brakes, air brakes, consider the indications they're coming down or not. They're coming down slowly, pulling up, just to go. Now we're gonna down. Alright, one more turn, because we are facing that way. One away. Oh, it hit me. It sometimes happens. You throw the bomb and the bomb hits you. Oh my. Alright, you're coming up. I damaged the U-boat, but the bomb, I don't know if you saw it, the bomb damaged my propeller. And now I'm gliding like an idiot with no propeller. I don't think we're going to make it to the airfield, so I'm going to just try to get a soft landing on the beach. And I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. Alright, let me see. I'm going to drop the other bomb. But I'm going to remove the safety. I think I have to do it here. There you go. Second pilot release, dropping the bomb. Now I felt it. The bomb went down. Yeah, you hear it. There you go. So now I can focus. It says damage, but I didn't. The bomb didn't explode, so I could have jumped. I'm going to try to. Oh, that's it. Finish. Halas. Okay, let's see. What an ending. What an ending. Alright, let's try to I don't know if I can call it. Yeah, not here. I'm gonna try to spawn. Alrighty, so what to do? Guys, that's all for today. What an ending of an attack. Sorry for that. I wasn't expecting that bomb to hit me and kill my propeller. I could have jumped on the parachute. Anyway, the things you learn in DCS, it keeps you humble every time. Alright, I hope you enjoy the video for today. Have a good one.